Greetings, this is the Grumpy Old Slan, and as I mentioned in the description to this stream, I'll be running a game at Clericon, and I need to generate characters. I have some free time this week, so I thought, why not get it done, get it over with, and while I'm at it, why not make a quick stream out of it? So basically, I'll be running an OSE game, so we'll be generating characters in OSE. So let's just get started. Basically, I will be... I've got some of the fillable character sheets here. This is the Advanced Fantasy Players book, so I can go through the character class details. And wait, we have the old school character generator, which we're just going to use. And let's start right away. This will be, I do want access to the advanced classes. So this is a fairly generic character. Let's just type in that information. This will be a frustrating one for people to play since he's not going to have a lot of bonuses, whatever class. Nothing's particularly high or low. Actually, I'm tempted to just scrap that one. Makes for... let's just re-roll. Where's the re-roll? Let's reload. Yeah. Roll all. Okay, that's a more interesting character. We do want the advanced character classes, as I mentioned. So 15 strength, low intelligence, 15 wisdom, low dex, but decent charisma. I am tempted to make this one a paladin. So character class paladin. And we want, that's not what I want. So paladin, let us just get down to, I skipped it. The next thing we want to do is roll their level. This is a fairly low level game. Levels 2 to 5, I think, is reasonable. So this is Owlbear Rodeo. I'm just minimize the window to just show the rolling thing. And that'll be a level 2 paladin. He will be lawful. He's a paladin after all. At level 2, he'll get 2d8 for hit points. So let's roll that. And that'll be 10 hit points. But his constitution, let me double check here. Oh, I thought it was at the end. Is it? No. Okay, I'm just going to have to... Sorry about the delay. Constitution of 7. As I thought, he gets -1 per roll, so he'll have 8 hit points. His maximum 8 points will be 8. However, with a 15 strength, he will have a bonus to hit of +1. -1 bonus. A dex of 8 will also give him a penalty. The strength will give him a +1 here. And his wisdom will also give him a bonus of 1. Now let's go back to the paladin page. And just fill in these second level paladin saving throws of 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. initiative, the X modifier will be -1. No bonus for the charisma. This will be 1 in 6. Open door being based on strength. Let me. I do want the. Those are just the saving throws. Oh yeah, okay. I do want the 2 hit values. So for descending armor class, so he will be a martial class. Movement and stuff I will leave because we need to equip characters first. But let's double check the strength. Open doors with a strength of 15 is 3 and 6. It will be 1 and 1. Okay, so that's our first character pretty much done. I'll be equipping them later, and we can save that and close it and just make note. I will just make a quick note on a sheet of paper of the classes that I have, since I don't want to repeat too many of them. So let's save this and close it. And now we'll go back to re-roll this. Oh, another fairly strong character. I think we'll just make this one a fighter. I'm going to leave the alignment up to the player since there's no restrictions with the class. And let's just roll for the level of the fighter. He's going to be 5th level. I guess somebody's going to be popular at the game. So strength modifier of +1. Dex 14 will also give him a +1, but a con will not. Okay. No modifier for this. Oh. Okay, so we're slowly filling these out. Yeah, hit points now. He's going to have 5d8 hit points. And that'll total 25. Is there a bonus? I think Dexter. Yeah, no bonus for Constitution, so that is a 25 maximum hit points. He will have a fairly decent attack matrix. And saves. No modifier for the wisdom save, though. All right, so that's it for the fighter. Let's make a quick note of that. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to mute myself for a sec. I was about to sneeze. So let's save this fighter. Go back to here and roll another one. Okay. I really don't mind mm, um, a 3 dex, but I'd like to have something to compensate for it. So I will re-roll. And now we have a fairly weak but quite intelligent character. I think with these characteristics, we don't have much choice but to make it a magic user. And let's roll for level. That'll be a 5th level magic user. Ooh. Could be a popular character. Let's roll their hit points. And that'll be 5d4 minus 5 because of their con adjustment. But let's start by rolling. So he'll have 8 hit points. That's actually fairly respectable. What else do we need? We are going to want to roll for the spells. Let me quickly go here. Character classes. Magic spells. Okay, so we'll need to roll at 5th level. Okay, so I'm going to roll, I believe, let's go for a D10. Actually, no, 2d6 for 1st level spells, I think. That might be high. 2d4 for 1st level spells. So that gives him 7 1st level spells. I think we'll go with 2d3 for 2nd level spells and then a d4 for 3rd. So that'll be divided in half, and that'll be, I'll round it up and say 3 2nd level spells. And let's see if he's lucky. 1 3rd level spell. Okay. Now we're going to be rolling a d12 7 times. Let's just roll them all at once. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully there's not too many repeats. Okay, so let's start at the top. There's an 8. That will be read magic. First level. Read magic. Then there's a 3, and that's floating disc. Not floating sick, floating disc. There's a 12. That's ventriloquism. A 2 will be detect magic. We have another 8, so I'll re-roll, and another 3, so I'll re-roll, and we have a 6. That's magic missile. Actually, that's 5 different spells. Yeah, we can give him one more. Re-roll the 2. That'll be, and if any of those repeat, then that's it. So we have a 9, so we also, oh wait, 8 is read languages, and that's a 9, that's read magic. So you'll have read languages. Okay, 2nd level, we said there'd be 3. And again, I'm going to be rolling 3d12. 2 and 3 are detect evil and detect invisible. And let's roll for the third spell. Okay, that's another repeat. I'm going to roll again. 5, invisibility. Okay, invisibility. Can I spell? And third level, we said there'd be one spell. Let's see what it is. 1, it's clairvoyance. So clearly this magic user tends towards the getting information type, since he's got 3 of those spells at first level, 2 at second, and 1 at third. All right, so that's a pretty good character, actually. I quite like that one. We do need to give him his saves. Hello. And here. Illusionist magic user. Okay, so it is the same as first level. I couldn't remember. No wisdom modifier. All right, and that's a second character. This is a magic user. Let's save it, close it, and we can roll for our next character. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to show you. Where is here? Roll all. Okay, and we have another very strong character. Though clumsier, not as healthy, and not very charismatic. And I'll be tempted to make it a half orc. That'll give him a bit of a boost on Constitution. What do you think? Greetings, Iman. Yeah. Greetings, Jason. And yeah. Sorry, I have a second screen where I have the live stream, the StreamYard window, and except I'm focusing on the one, so I missed your arrival there by a minute or two. So yeah, just rolling up some characters. If anybody wants to join me, I'll put the link in the chat. So we can chat while I roll these characters. Yes, Clericon was a great time last year, and I'm looking forward to it very much this year. So, yeah, I will try and keep an eye on the StreamYard window a bit more often. So let's make it a half orc. And I'm going to be using race as class here. And I'm less familiar with the half orc. So, okay, let's start with the con modifier will be -2. Actually, I should go and check out the modifiers for the class. Half orc. Yeah. Do they? I can't remember if in OSC you gave a bonus or it's only when you. No. Apparently not. I sometimes confuse systems because in some versions of D&D and whatnot, you. Yeah. Okay. You do get an increase or decrease in your strength and constitution when increase in strength and constitution, decrease in charisma when you're a half orc. Okay, so no differences there. Let's see. He will get a +2 attack bonus, but his dex will give him a -1. I said +2, -1. Initiative will also be -1. Reaction will be -1. Listen at door 1 and 3. Or wait, actually, I should double check that. Yeah, hide in shadows, move violently, pickpockets, but they don't listen at doors. Open stuck doors is based on strength, and that will be a 4 and 6. Okay. We need to roll for the level. He'll be a level 2. And that means 2d6 for the hit points. And that'll be 5, but his con gives him... How much did his con? I think it was -2. Ooh, ouch. So that's only 3 hit points. So very much the thief more than the brawler here, even though he's got high strength. He's fairly smart and wise for an orc, so he clearly probably knows his limitations, is my guess. So he can hide in shadows with 15% chance. Move silently, 25%. And pickpockets, that'll be also 25% chance. And let's just go, and that's Are half-orcs considered martial or semi-martial classes? Okay. Okay, so they don't mention if it's a martial or semi-martial class, and I'm not sure. Yeah, so you too. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who gets mixed up between D&D and OSC. There's just so many similarities and yet so many differences. I'm going to consider the half-orc to be a martial class. I don't think it makes a difference at first level anyway. So, yeah, it doesn't. It's what'll make him good for melee combat will be the +2 to hit. His problem will be the very low number of hit points because of the really bad constitution. And unfortunately, OSE rules would allow me to I could actually improve the dexterity by reducing the wisdom. I need to double check ability scores. Okay, I forget the rule on this. So if my memory serves, you get to lower one score by 2 to increase one of your prime requisites. Luckily, the half-orc has 2 prime requisites. So I think, yeah, I will lower both the intelligence and the wisdom by 2 to get an 8 dex, just so that we have a more viable character, he can at least not get a penalty on his armor class and missile attacks. With a dex of 8. Okay, he still gets -1 here, but oh, it was -2. So okay, so he gets -1 on missiles instead of -2. Right? Yeah, he gets -1 down the line instead of some -2s. So clearly, even though this is OSC at -6, they put -1 down the line for 6. Is that correct? Yeah. I don't know if I want to lower either intelligence or wisdom more, but I think, yeah, let's do it so that we avoid the penalties for this character. I don't want the character to be entirely okay, so that'll give us a half-orc character. Let's save that one and go on to the next one. Okay, this one has some bad rolls, but also nothing good, so we'll re-roll. Yeah, this one's good, I think. Mostly average or slightly above average. Actually, 9, 9, 12, 12, 12, and 15. So the extremes of the average. So no bonuses for anything except for charisma. What should we make this one? Halflings can be charismatic, so why not make that one a halfling? And let's roll the level. And that'll be level 3 halfling. That's good. I won't have only level 2 and level 5 characters here. Let's find out what I should have just used the halflings. Halflings use a d6 for hit dice. That's what I couldn't remember. Yeah. So 3d6, no bonus or penalty for constitution. Ooh, wow. That's an 18 for hit points. Like that's the opposite of the half orc. Let's just make a note of the +2 to AC when fighting large opponents. There's a 90% chance of hiding in wilderness. Oh, actually, I'll say the way to do it: wood or undergrowth. And they can hide in shadows 2 and 6. What's interesting is hide in shadows only a percentage, and 2 and 6 being a d6. Greetings, Coco. Well, so far I've got a paladin, a fighter, magic user, and a half orc. I'm just in the midst of creating a halfling. These are the characters for the game I'll be running at Clericon. So there's no spoilers for the game itself, except people will know they have a character between 2 and 5th level. So I put a link up earlier if you want to join me on StreamYard. That goes to anyone who's listening. So yeah, that's what I've got so far. And that halfling is sure tough because, whoa, let's quickly. He gets character +1 reaction modifier. No wisdom, no con bonus, no 2-hit bonuses of any kind. No dex modifier for the bonus. I can't remember. Listening at doors, halflings get a 2 and 6, yeah. The strength with 9, I believe, will be 1 and 6, but I will double check that later. Find secret doors. Yeah. And he does get +1. I'll put it in with the dex modifier to missile attacks because it essentially operates the same way. And they do get a +1 initiative because they're halflings. Okay, so now I need to, yeah, the attack matrix at 3rd level. What I like about this PDF, fillable, this version of the PDF is that the attack value matrix is there. So when you're running a game at a con, greetings, Eli. Yeah, well, I do have a room, Coco, and I took one with 2 double beds in view of sharing, but I don't have anyone to share with at the moment. So if you're interested, let me know. I can give you the details. So also, if your relatives were in Toronto itself, Clericon is not exactly next door to downtown Toronto. It is out in the countryside past the airport, so something to keep in mind. So yeah, that is. I need to put in the saving throws for halflings. Yeah, they get pretty good saving throws actually at when they start off, these characters, halflings. And let's save this one, and that gives us a halfling character. And yeah, I think most Canadians are used to driving, I think, but yeah, in the prairies for sure. It depends how you would get to Toronto, of course, because if you're staying with friends or people in Toronto and you flew in, then you may not have a car, and that would make getting to Clericon a bit more problematic. All right. What can this character be? With this low strength and charisma. I mean, weirdly enough, you could make him a barbarian, but it just seems off to have a low strength barbarian. Perhaps a druid? Yeah. Or a dwarf. He could be a dwarf because, again, though it feels odd to have a low strength dwarf. Yeah, so yeah, let's go with a druid. I'm not sure what else to make it. And at least some spellcasting ability will offset the very low strength and relatively low charisma. So, -3 attacks, opening stuck doors. Okay, so let's get to where's the druid? Druid has a d6. Okay, so we need to roll the level. So that'll be a level 3. A reloader of crossbows, yeah, or a torchbearer, yeah. And so he gets 3d6. That's actually decent hit points. And oh wait, at 14 con he gets +1, so that's 17 hit points. So we said -3, yeah. Okay. Okay, so, and druids can pray for spells, so they can choose what they want. Indeed. Also, I haven't shown it yet, but normally if it was a campaign, I'd be using encumbrance rules, but this is just for a one shot, so I tend to just go with your movement depends on the armor type you're wearing, and unless you're carrying something particularly big and bulky, you're not really considered encumbered. So though if somebody starts to exaggerate and carry way too much, then I might say, okay, you're slowed down. But yeah. Druid saves. Okay, and that's another character done. Yeah. So yeah. So the rule I've made myself is that if you have particularly low ability scores, I want you to have at least bonuses somewhere. Okay, this is a very average character. If we use it, what's a fun and rare class? I don't know all of. Yeah, we could make him a knight, maybe. Let me double check. What's do I have? Yeah. Yeah, we could make him a knight. Let's determine the level. Come on. And that's a 3rd level knight. And that'll be 3d8. That's 15 hit points. If I recall, 13 con. Oh, it does give you so that's 18 hit points. He gets +1 for con modifier. No strength modifier, no dex modifier. Prime requisite being strength. I am tempted to lower the intelligence by 2 to give him a 13 strength. Come on. 13 strength, giving him still +1, but a 3 in 6 chance of opening doors. Yeah. And finally saves. Okay, so that's a night. And let's move on to the next one. Ooh, that might be a good cleric with those that high wisdom and charisma. So yeah, let's make it a cleric. We don't have one yet. Let's roll for level. And that'll be a level 4 cleric, which means 4d6 plus, that's 21 hit points. Yeah, oh wow, those are really good rolls. It's the +1 to con. It does make a difference. Dexterity. You will get. Okay. Clerics can pray for spells, so I don't need to select them. But I do want to put in the turning, well, the other abilities that they have. So I should have done that for the druid too, just mention how many spells they can memorize at the level they're at. So can pray for 2 first level and 1 second level spell. I'll have to make sure I print out the spell list for the player. And turning undead. I'll just make a note here. All right. And that's the cleric done. Let's roll another one. Again, we fall into the 2 very weak, but not very high. Let's roll again. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. Fairly intelligence, but high constitution. Why not make that one? What are the... What I forgot is I'm tempted to make it an illusionist, but I'd like to check dex and intelligence. Yeah. Let's make it an illusionist. He's fairly smart, but the constitution will help his hit points. Oop, no, that is not what I wanted. Okay. So let us roll d4 plus 1 for his level. And he's going to be a 4th level illusionist. And that means d4 for the hit points. Plus 4 with the... So that's... Wow, that's a pretty good set of rolls there. And with plus 4 with constitution. Yeah, 1 and 6 for opening doors. We'll need to roll for spells as we did for the magic user. Magic. Okay, so let's see. He's 4th level. I think I'm going to give him 2d4 first level spells. And that'll be 4 of them, and 2d3 second level spells. And that's divided by 2. So that'll also be 4. So 4 of each. Move this aside. There's, okay, 12 of each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for first level spells. That'll be Phantasmal Force. First level. Hello, what are you doing? Come on. Phantasmal Force. We said Read Magic. I feel Read Magic should be a part of any magic user or illusionist spell list anyway. And Spook. And since there's a duplicate, I'm just going to re-roll once to see what else he might have. 5. Detect Illusion. And second level, again, we have 4, so we'll roll 4d12s. Yeah, Gnome is a good choice, but I'm hoping, basically, I'm creating 16 characters, so there's more than necessary, and I'll probably try to get a Gnome happening soon. So blindness / deafness, detect magic. 7 is improved phantasmal force. And finally, whispering wind. Okay, that's not a bad set of spells, and it... now I forgot how many he can memorize, but I will make a note of that. Those are the races, okay. Illusionist. At 4th level, he has 2 of each, so he should be able to be fairly polyvalent with his spells. And there we go. We have an illusionist. And let's roll another. Okay. We already have a cleric and a druid. A second cleric wouldn't be a bad thing. People might prefer that. The other one has a higher charisma, so some people like to play that. Others don't care for it. All right. So, cleric, where are you? We need to roll for ability scores. Let me put this back here. Actually, roll for level first. And this one will be 4th level. I think the other one was also 4th level, so mind you, this could turn out quite different. Let's roll the 4d6 for hit points. And that's 15 hit points. Fairly respectable, not as high as the first one. And saving throws. I think I forgot to type in the attack matrix for one or two of them, but I can always do it after. I need to reopen them when I put in the equipment anyway. No con modifier, no dex modifier or strength modifier for this cleric. Okay, so second cleric. And finally, roll again. That one is okay. Fairly strong. We could make this one a dwarf, actually. He's got fairly good constitution and strong. And he'll be level 4. Now my memory fails me. I forgot the hit point rolls for dwarves. D8. Okay. So that's 4 D8s. That's an 18. Yeah, 18 hit points. He does get +1 to hit with his strength. But that's it. What else does he get being a dwarf? Okay. Construction tricks. 2 in 6 chance. Okay. That we don't need to put in because it's already on the sheet. Okay. Okay, and the saving throws for 4th level dwarf are pretty good overall. He does get a -1 on wisdom saving throws. Okay. Okay, and that's another character done. Yeah, I'm trying to go for variety. I mean, I expect there'll be, I don't know, 5 or 6 players at the table. So I figure 16 characters will allow everyone a chance at whatever kind of character they want. If they want a more fighty type, I mean, I already have a paladin, a fighter, and a knight. If they want a more magic using one, I have the magic user and the illusionist. We should try to get a gnome in there. The cleric ones, we have a druid, we have 2 clerics. There's also a half orc, and now the dwarf. Let's see what the dice give us next. Oh, that might be a good barbarian, actually, with those stats. So let's type them in. Not an 85 con, though, just 8 con. Con is a bit low, but I think that'll be good. So let's roll for the level. And that'll be level 4. Sure likes to roll 3s on that d4. And 4d8. 22 hit points. Though there is let me check. There is a -1, yeah. So that'll be 18 hit points. -1 con modifier, but +1 for attacks and +1 for dex. So, which I feel is appropriate for a barbarian. They tend to be focused on the offensive more than anything else. Yeah, and because he's 4th level, he does have a +1 AC bonus. So I'll give him his unarmored AC at +2 and Dex modifier. I'm going to put it at +2 also, because it basically acts the same way. He also has a variety of abilities, which is 90% chance to climb sheer surfaces. and a 20% chance to hide in the undergrowth, and a 35% chance to move silently. Those are pretty good. Let's see. I don't think barbarians get anything. He can cure poisons. Yeah, so in the wilderness, the barbarian may collect herbs to make an antidote to a natural poison. This takes 1 turn per character to be cured, which is something that's I rarely see in gameplay, but I quite like. And he has fairly good chances of foraging. So we'll just put that in the notes. And yeah, since he's 4th level, he can now actually hit monsters that can normally only be hit by magic weapons. Okay, let's put in those saving throws. And that's it. Type in the class, barbarian. Okay. And roll up the next character. Oof, wow, that's a killer stats there. I never roll anything like it when I'm rolling my characters. What could this one be? Yeah, let's make it an elf. I like the idea of an elf. And he'll be level 3. So just put in the okay. So the elf rolls on a d4. No, wasn't it d6? D6 for hit points, so 3d6. And that will be 11 hit points. I really didn't want this right now, guys. I just want my owlbear. Come on. So that's 14 hit points because of the con modifier, which is pretty good for an elf. And at 3rd level, he will have 2 first level spells, 1 first level spell. Will roll for his spell. I'm gonna say, 2 to 5 first level spells. That'll be 3 first level spells. And let's say 1 to 3 and 3 second level spell. Okay. Before we move away, let's type in the saving throws. And spells. I should have checked what other special abilities the elves have. Okay, well, anyway, let's we'll put in read magic because everyone should have it. And let's see. 2 is detect magic. 5 is light. And we'll re-roll because there's a duplicate. That's another duplicate. 4 is hold portal. And now for the second level spells, we said did have 3, 5, 6, and 9. So invisibility, knock, and mirror image, which is a really useful spell, particularly for elves because they're partly combat oriented, certainly more so than magic users and illusionists. So yeah. Detect secret doors at 2 and 6. Immune to ghoul paralysis. Infravision to 60 feet. And a 2 and 6 chance to listen at doors. So yeah, that's a pretty good elf if you ask me. And I'll just put down how many they can memorize. And that's save this. And roll the next character abilities. I'm just trying to get something interesting. What we need is a thief, so and a gnome. We want it to be. Let's check. I want to check something for the gnome. Yes. Okay. Well, this one can't be a gnome. Okay. We can have a thumb thief. What level will he be at? Level 5. And that means 5d4. That's 4, 5. And he does get a +1 because, so that's 16 hit points. Pretty good for a 5th level. Yeah, I'm using race as class, Coco. Other classes are assumed to be human. So yeah. So So Thief, of course, gets the backstab, +4 to hit, double damage. He can read languages with an 80% chance because he's more than 4th level. Now, climb walls will be, we said 5th level, so 91% chance. Find, remove traps will be 30% chance. Hear noise, 1 in 3, so that's the listen at doors. Hide in shadows. Hide in shadows will be also 30% chance. Move silently, 40% chance. Open locks. Opening locks is 35% chance. And pickpockets is 40% chance. So that's it for the thief's abilities. Put in the saving throws. And that's our thief character made. So I think we want probably another thief and a gnome. So I'll just keep rolling till we get something that's manageable for that class. Oh yeah, that's decent for the gnome, I think. Pretty smart fella. That's not a 5 strength, that's an 8 strength though. Let's roll for his level. He'll be level 2. And yeah. 2d4 for the hit points. He'll have 6. With no bonus for the constitution. Okay. Okay, so let's see. gnomes. He will have 2 first level spells. And so I will, I think, roll 2d3s for his spell list. And that'll be 4 first level illusionist spells. But before I go to the spell list, yeah. They do get +2 to their armor class against large opponents. Like dwarves, they can detect construction tricks. 2 and 6 chance. They can hide in woodlands. 90% chance. Finally, what else? Hide in shadows. 2 and 6. So yeah, like the halfling, 2 and 6 chance to hide in shadows. Infravision to 90 feet for gnomes. And they can speak with burrowing animals. Okay, so let's go to the spell list. We said 4 spells, so first level. So he gets to his chromatic orb. 5 and 6 are detect illusion. And glamour, and we'll re-roll because we have a duplicate. And that's 9, which is phantasmal force. Okay. So that's it for the spells. Do we need anything else? Yeah, I do want everything to show up. Okay, and this is going to be the last one. We said we were hoping for a second thief. Let's see what we can get. Oh, that's not bad for a thief. So let's roll for his level. And this one's also 5th level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to have -5, only 12 hit points because he has -1 to his con. Okay. Let's quickly go back to the thief. So, okay, so that would be 40. I believe this was our previous thief, who was also 5th level, so I can copy paste this. Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, and that's the 16th character. I'm pretty much done for now. You were hoping for a ranger. Yeah, that would actually be a good idea. Let me just hold on. Save this one. You will see my files are very originally named. I let the players name the characters. We'll make this to be a ranger. Let's see. Let me double check what rangers need. Wisdom, strength, con. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, we'll just replace 10, 13, and 7. So let me just erase everything because it's going to get confusing otherwise. Okay, so can open doors 2 and 6. I'll have +1 con bonus. Okay, so let's see what the ranger can do. Only surprised on a roll of 1. Oh, we did not roll his level. Let's do that before we do anything else. He'll be 2nd level ranger. And rangers use D8, yeah. So we have 2D8. Oh boy. That'll only be 6 hit points. We're really unlucky there with the hit points for that ranger. But there we go. That's how it is sometimes. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, what else do they get? So yeah, successful foraging in 2 and 6. Successful hunting 5 and 6. When pursuing, the chance of evasion is reduced by 10%. Hiding in the wilderness, 3 and 6, and moving silently, 3 and 6 also. It's tracking. 30% base chance. Okay, so yeah. So there we go. We have a ranger added to the thing. Exactly. He can use a bow, stay out of melee. He still has 6 hit points, which is a little bit low for that kind of character, but I think it's survivable. And that'll be it for the character creation. We have a ranger. Okay, so I'm going to need to write out the equipment list, go shopping for them, but I think that's less interesting than rolling up dice. So it's also been like an hour and a half or something like that. So I think I'll call it for now. Thanks everyone who's been listening. It's much appreciated. This has been the Grumpy Old Slan, rolling up characters for Clericon. And I will see you next time if I can find a window for StreamYard to end the stream. Okay, which I just have. See you, everyone.